So the Lucasfilm employees are back at it again with the racism. This time we're going back to Justina Ireland. Yes, Justina Ireland is back in the news. If you don't know who Justina Ireland is, she's a High Republic author who has a long history of being racist on Twitter and interviews against white people. And like I said 1,000 times, it has nothing to do with the fact that she's being racist against white people. I mean, yeah, it's not nice because I am white, and when she calls all white people racist, it does kind of make me mad, but it really just makes me mad when an entire group of people are lumped together just because of the way they look or their appearance. But Justina Ireland is back making sure that we all know how much she hates white people, and she's also siding with the rewriting Ripley people, the Pablo Hidalgos, and saying that anyone who doesn't like the sequel trilogy are probably racist or white supremacists. So we had been speculating that Lucasfilm employees were behind this rewriting Ripley stuff because of how much they were sharing it. As soon as the article came out, a lot of Lucasfilm employees were retweeting the article, and we even eventually found out that Pablo Hidalgo was following the account, while Justina Ireland obviously felt like she missed out on an opportunity to attack white people and to call out some white supremacists. So she shared the article from Rewriting Ripley on Twitter, and she said, "I don't usually share fandom stuff, but someone said this to me and it's a fascinating read that tracks with a lot of scholarship done in other spaces." A lot of scholarship done. Justina Ireland should probably follow what's going on in the spaces that she's trying to attack before she tweets out something like this, because pretty much everything in that article that was calling all these YouTubers that don't like the sequel trilogy white supremacist and sexist, pretty much all that stuff already got dispelled. We already exposed these writers for just lying to get clicks. Justina then replied to her own tweet and said this: "Also, feel free to catch this block if you want to come into my mentions with some nonsense." So she already knew what she was going to get. She's been through this before. She knows that people don't like racist, but she doesn't care. She'll continue to be a racist and get worse and worse as time goes on, because that's socially accepted. And it seems like it's even encouraged at Lucasfilm. Why is it that so many High Republic authors, so many people that are working on the High Republic are straight up racist towards white people? Why is that an okay thing to do, and why is that even celebrated? Because Justina Ireland, who's a host for the High Republic show, came out and said something that's just as racist as the stuff that Justina Ireland says. Pretty much Justina Ireland said that white people are racist, which yeah, does get me a little bit angry because I'm white and also not racist. And I know that Justina Ireland coming out and say that isn't going to hurt my image or make people think that I'm a racist, but it just gets me angry because those types of people are celebrated for making the world a better place and being all woke, when you're actually making the world so much worse, causing more division in the world. When you call an entire group of people racist, when I'm gonna say it, most of the world isn't racist. It doesn't matter what race you are, most people aren't racist. But when you actively cause that divide, when you actively say that white people are racist, I hate white people, or you say that towards any race, it's going to cause more divide between the races. It's going to cause boundaries that don't need to be there. So yeah, it does frustrate me, but it has nothing to do with the fact that she's calling out white people. If any public figure were to come out and say this about any group of people, I would be angry, because like I said, it causes boundaries to be there that don't need to be there. But the real question is, why is Lucasfilm hiring these people? Why are they actively going out and finding these racists? And then after they're exposed for being racist, they get celebrated on Twitter by the Star Wars Twitter account. I understand that Kathleen Kennedy and Disney and Lucasfilm like to be woke. They like to take the woke side of things, but this isn't woke anymore. This is straight up racism. How do they not realize that this is going to cause them to make less money? How do they not realize that? When a High Republic author comes out and says, "Don't buy her book if you don't agree with her politics," not only is that statement alone going to cause less book sales, but also when that author's politics revolves around her hating white people, you're probably going to get a little bit less white people buying that book. That's just the bottom line. I get that the High Republic is Kathleen Kennedy's baby and she wants to make it extremely woke and only hire extremely woke people, but I think they're missing the mark a little bit on the wokeness. I mean, even the statement "the Force is female" isn't even woke anymore. Did you really assume the Force is gender? To actually be woke today, you have to be gender neutral. You can't have a gender. If you have a gender, you're not woke. At least keep up with the woke trends. But maybe they're ahead of the game a little bit with all this racism. Maybe being woke now is just hating white people, hating straight men. Maybe Disney just wants to make white people the enemy, and that's why they're hiring all these racists. I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to make sense of this situation. It doesn't make any sense. But if you want to know more about Justina Ireland, here are some of her racist tweets. I can't read them all because there's so many of them, but I'll show you a few. Publishing really does love it when white people write about racism, don't they? Shout out to all the black kids on Netflix shows just trying to live their lives while their white friends bring a mess of fuckery to their doorstep. As you can see, we're dealing with an extremely intelligent human being here. I don't even understand this one. Did you fart? No, it's just me summoning my stand. White privilege. What? I guess that's supposed to be funny? It's really hard not to be bitter about all of the white people in publishing regurgitating the things that black women have been saying for almost a decade like it's new. Now look, I've never said that being a black person in America isn't hard. I know there's some shitty things you have to go through. I've experienced it firsthand. I've seen my friends be racially profiled, and it happens way too often. But to generalize an entire group of people because of a few bad experiences you've had, it's just not a good thing to do. So it sucks there's some racists out there. There's racists on every side, as you can see. There's white people that are racist, there's black people that are racist, but the majority of the people in the world are reasonable, good people. So don't ever lump in an entire group of people based on their appearance. That's just not a good thing to do. But I do think that this further proves my point that Lucasfilm is coming after independent journalists. They're coming after YouTubers. They don't like the fact that we actually do have power. Maybe I don't because I'm a smaller channel, but bigger YouTubers in this space actually do have pull. Their words hold weight. You can see it on the Star Wars YouTube channel. You can see it on the hashtags on Twitter. Movements can be started with independent journalists. Independent journalism is the future, and that scares the shit out of Hollywood because independent journalists don't answer to anyone. We can call out all of their bullshit and we can't get fired. But let me know what you guys think of this situation. What do you think of Justina Ireland retweeting the Rewriting Ripley article? Honestly, I'm surprised it took her this long. She's kind of behind the curve a little bit. But also let me know what you guys think of all these racists being hired by Lucasfilm and even being celebrated on Star Wars Twitter. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you hate Kathleen Kennedy as much as I do, check out my Ruined by Kathleen Kennedy merch linked in the description. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both of those links will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll hope to see you on the next one.